kind of need as far as shops and like all that stuff, except for apparently coal.
It's not too far away.
Yeah, an hour's not too bad. Sorry, it was Balclutha? Balclutha, okay.
So where I go is just out of Balclutha, just before
Okay.
Balclutha, so.
Oh, just before like heading south towards Stirling and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Does Balclutha have very much going on, or is it pretty small?
Oh, it's really small.
Is it? Yeah.
Once again, it's a nice big place. It's got everything you really need, but
Yeah.
it's just not. Probably hasn't got that many jobs for the young ones coming out.
Yeah.
So we're starting to get a bit like that. There's not enough jobs for the school leavers, so they've got to look elsewhere.
So, do them like head out to Auckland and stuff, or do they go international?
Just like down in Christchurch,
Oh, okay. All
maybe in Invercargill.
right. Yeah. Is Invercargill much bigger than Dunedin?
I'd put them about the same.
About the same? Okay.
But they have a lot more industry.
Do they?
down there.
Okay.
They've got the aluminium smelter. So
I
they've got
see.
a lot of companies that support that.
Okay.
And also they seem to have a lot of fishing boats. Like if you want to go to Stewart Island and all that sort of stuff, it's all from them.
Okay. Have you been to Stewart Island before? No.
Heck, that's one place I haven't been actually.
It's just not too much there, right? Like you got like one little town at the where you take the ferry to, and then it's kind of just a natural island, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of hunters and fishing people go there.
Okay.
It's great fishing and there's a lot of deer walking around and
Yeah.
wild pigs and stuff like that. So
Do you hunt?
no.
No. Okay. I've been picked up by several people that hunt frequently here in New Zealand.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's like it's not far. You can go
Yeah.
to those hills and hunt. So
But then they also seem like it's quite like open, the hunting here. Like they're introduced species, right? Like deers and possums and pigs and all that. So they just kind of let you hunt as much as you want. In Canada, it's quite controlled. Like you need to get like deer tags and moose tags and whatever you hunt, you have to get proper like licensing for, and it's usually only a certain season, like X number of days. And some of them are like a lottery, like say moose. They only release so many tags per year, and you put your name in for a lottery, and then if you win the lottery, because they only have so many to give, and a lot more people want the tags than they have to give out, then you have to pay your whatever you have to pay for the tag, and it's quite a controlled system.
yeah, no, over here as long as you've got a gun license, you
Yeah.
can go and hunt.
Okay.
Some places that you like dog blocks and stuff like that, you've got to get permits
Okay.
and stuff like that to go into, and that's mainly just so you don't have 10 different hunters coming from 10 different directions all hunting and shooting at each other. So it's more of a safety thing, I think.
Yep.
But yes, there's a lot of people that are farmers that not go and hunt on their land. Forestry, if they can get it. I think you've got to be permitted now to go into the forestries as well now. They've shut all the gates.
Okay. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Initially traveling by hitchhiking, she was not happy. She asked me not to. But after I'd done it for quite a while, I think she warmed up to it a little. She's pretty supportive now, and my dad was always supportive enough. It's kind of like, do whatever you want to do, make your own way. But yeah.
Mum was like, have you close so that.
Oh yeah, no, I always say that my mom, like, she would have worried no matter what I did. I was going down the path to become a public accountant, and she would have worried even if that's literally like the safest career path you could make, like the safest job, and she would have still worried about me on a day-to-day basis, I think. So, yeah, mums worry.
That's their job.
Yeah. Have you ever traveled out of country?
I did a Kentucky tour, and we went around 16 different countries overseas.
Oh, yeah?
Around Europe and that.
Oh, sweet.
The plan was to go and have a look around and then see where we wanted to go back to.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no place like home. So.
Oh yeah, like, yeah, I've been all over, but I'm gonna end up back in Canada. That's my home, and that always will be.
Because the company we were working for, they made us sign a paper to say that once we came back, we'd work for a full year before we moved on.
Mm-hmm.
And then sort of once you got back in that swing of working, it was just,
Yeah.
we just carried on. Never left again.
When you did go on that trip, did you have a few favorites?
Yeah, I liked Australia.
Austria? Oh, yeah, it's a nice place.
I liked Germany.
Yep.
South of France was nice.
Yes, it is.
There was a lot of nice places. Italy, I wasn't that fussed on.
Mm-hmm.
But in Paris, it seemed to be. Yeah, I didn't really like Paris.
Don't like Paris. Yeah, I've been to France, I think, 3 times, and I've still never been to Paris. It didn't appeal to me that much because I'm not huge on going to all the museums and like seeing all the art galleries and stuff like that. And I figure like that's the biggest thing for Paris is they want to see all like the impressive museums and stuff, and then see like the Eiffel Tower. There's like a few things everyone wants to see there, but it doesn't appeal to me that much.
Yeah, no, I think it was more the people.
Yeah.
Like in the south of France, even though I couldn't speak their language, they couldn't speak mine. They were more than willing to try and help you.
Okay.
Whereas in Paris, if you couldn't speak the language, they didn't want to know you, basically.
Okay.
So, like, if you were asking for directions or whatever, they just didn't want to know you, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of in Canada. We're supposed to be bilingual, English-French, because we have one province that's fully French-speaking, Quebec. But then people in France don't really like the French they speak in Quebec because it's like their own kind of French. It's kind of modified. It's Quebecois French. But it's just kind of funny. I don't really speak French though. I'm from the part of Canada furthest away from that province. We're about 5,000 kilometers away from them. We're closer to Mexico than we are to Quebec. But no, everything's officially English-French, so any government forms, English and French. Anything you see at the grocery store, English and French. But do you have any other official languages in New Zealand?
Mary, but it's not official, like it's,
Okay.
You don't have to speak it.
Yeah.
But there are, like, the names of places that are more and more they're getting to have both English and
Okay.
Mary names.
Yeah, I think I saw that for Stewart Island on the map. It had like a Stewart Island / yeah. I definitely struggle with the pronunciation of anywhere that has a Maori like name there.
It's just not written the way it sounds.
Yeah. So I'm like trying to sound it out, and it's just not. It doesn't sound.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
So what things do you like normally try and stop at?
Well,
You're traveling around, but
I'm
some things take
pretty-
interest.
like I'm pretty flexible, and a lot of time I'm not actually like picking out the places I'm stopping at. I kind of just go where the rides take me, and then when I get dropped off somewhere, I just figure it out from there. Sometimes I find cool stuff, sometimes I don't. Like on this trip, I'm trying to go slow and like see more things, so I've gotten out early from a lot of rides on this trip just because I'm like, oh, we're passing something that looks kind of cool. You mind dropping me off here? Because like I had several different rides that could have taken me all the way down to Dunedin, coming from the north, but I got out early each time, kind of stopping at a few different places along the way. Because I got quite a bit of time. I've been here just over 2 weeks, and I've got another month or so. So no reason to rush. I'm probably going to hitchhike all around the South Island, then hitchhike back up to Auckland and go from there.
So have you been up the west coast? You're right
Not yet. I
here.
started down the east. So I started here, and then we'll work our way west.
One side going up the
Yeah,
other.
yeah. And the East Coast has already been really nice, but I've heard it doesn't really compare to the West Coast. It's pretty spectacular over there, as far as like scenery, landscape wise.
Yeah. As long as it's not raining.
Which I think it's supposed to be
When it
a
rains,
lot.
when it rains,
Yeah.
it really rains.
And I was looking at like weather for Queenstown and stuff like that, and the next while it's like every day is gonna have some rain, and like the lows are down to like 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees. So it's definitely on the cooler side. Where I was really lucky for like the first 2 weeks. The first bit of rain we got at all, or I got at all, was yesterday. Like all the way down from Auckland, it was mix of sun and clouds the whole way, and just solid weather. I've heard around Dunedin, like you've had like mostly bad weather recently. One weekend that was hot or something, but
Oh, well, we get a mixture.
yeah,
You can get 4 seasons in one day. Yeah, sometimes.
yeah,
It'll start off beautiful, and then it'll rain, and then it'll blow, and then you get a bit of hail, and then it'll be sunshine again.
there you go.
That's why a lot of people don't like coming down to the South Island, because it's colder down here than it is in the north.
Yeah, I've noticed.
That's right. But
I had to pick up some gloves. I felt like I should be stronger than that. I'm from Canada. We know cold weather. But I was walking around.
You dress for the cold weather over there, probably.
Oh yeah. But still, like, you just get used to your climate, right? Like, I lived in Calgary, Alberta for a while, and they have a proper winter where you get your minus 20s, minus 30s, minus 40s. And when you have a sunny day that's in like the minus teens and stuff like that, but if the sun's out, people will rock t-shirts and walk out, and it'll still be like minus 15, but it's sunny out, so it feels warm. It's all what you're used to. But yeah, before I came here, I was in Malaysia, and I couldn't stand the heat. I wasn't actually planning on coming to New Zealand on this trip at all. I was going to do Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, in that order, and then go from there. But every day was mid-30s, and the humidity was 70+% every day, and I just existing outside made me pour sweat. And then I got to carry, well, you kind of felt the backpack. It's substantial with all those batteries. I just never wanted to go outside, which is not a good thing when I spend most of the time outside hitchhiking, and then my goal is to camp most nights. So I left early, I hitchhiked from like Singapore to Kuala Lumpur, and then I flew to New Zealand from there last minute. I booked a flight like a day before I took the flight, and then flew out here.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad the weather here. It's not cold enough because I always wear generals and shorts.
Yeah.
That's all year round pretty much.
Is it? Yeah. Well,